This week, I wanted to talk about something that's uncomfortable for all of us to sit with, and that is life isn't fair. And I believe that life was never meant to be fair, or fairness was never promised to us by life. The truth is that many of us have been through a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. People we love the most hurt us the most. People that we've loved have left us, whether that's by choice and sometimes through death. Even when we behave with integrity, often it can go unacknowledged. Sometimes it even gets criticized. Our kindness never gets reciprocated. Our open heartedness never truly is received fully sometimes. When I share these experiences that we've all had different capacity and different times in our lives, we often think this isn't fair. And then we end up trying to justify how we've been wronged and how fairness should be balanced in life. We think that justice needs to be brought. We feel that if we're doing something right, it definitely needs to be acknowledged. We also feel that if someone has wronged us, we deserve a sorry. Often we never get that. We never get fairness in our lives. And we also don't know what's happening on the other side. And we probably will never know what's happening on the other side. Sometimes someone can be deeply sorry and regret how they hurt you, but never have the courage to actually share their hurt and apologize to us directly. So there are many ways in which we've been wronged in life. And what happens to us when we are waiting for life to be fair to us? When we're waiting for life to truly give us what we deserve? Unfortunately, no matter how long we wait and how patient we are, sometimes life doesn't work that way. And the real question isn't how long before life is going to be fair, but it is how can I live my life even when life isn't fair? The pain that we experience is not something to be taken lightly. It's real, it's heartbreaking in so many ways. And it's not about forgetting the pain or letting go of the pain, although there is an aspect to it. But it's about letting the pain exist while also recognizing that the pain in itself does not need to be justified in any way. Pain is a human experience, and pain doesn't depend on anything. It really isn't dependent on anything. If we even go back to when we were born, there was a lot of pain in labor, not only for our mother, but also for us to transition into this life, into this body, into breathing on our own and having to now voice our needs, whether that's hunger or sleep. Pain is an integral part of our lives, and seeking justice for pain can feel righteous. However, we know that life doesn't exist trying to make wrongs right in any way. So if you've been hurt, if you've been carrying your pain over many, many years, or maybe some new hurt has just occurred in your life that's creating a lot of discomfort and pain for you, and there's a part of you seeking justice, seeking fairness, thinking that you did not deserve this and that you deserve better. All of that is true, and what is really true is that in this moment you're hurting. And in that hurt, all that is needed in this moment is for us to learn how to be with it, for us to practice how not to reason with it, but to really meet it with kindness, with gentleness, with compassion, with a lot of acceptance. Just for this moment, if there's anything that's coming up for you as you are listening to what's been spoken, just notice how it feels to even inquire, how can you live your life even when life isn't fair? And observe if you are able to recognize any feeling, any sensation, any insight, anything that you're able to notice in your body, in your awareness. And let's just find a couple of seconds to just be with it, to meet it, to say hello to it. And if you also notice resistance, if you notice your body fighting against how uncomfortable it may be to recognize even that life may not be fair, I invite you to welcome that resistance too. Resistance has much of a place here, as much as acceptance. So I invite the resistance as well to be here, to be noticed, to be acknowledged, to be felt, and to be allowed to take up space just as much as acceptance. And what would your life really be if you could find peace in knowing that you didn't deserve the hurt that you experienced, and at the same time, you may never know how justice or fairness for that hurt may come around. And notice if you're able to allow peace to coexist with the not knowing, with the uncertainty. and with the lack of fairness. This is something that I've been exploring myself, and there's more peace when we are not leaning more towards expecting and learning how to be with what is, even through the pain and the hurt and the confusion. Thank you for sitting with me. These videos, these sharings are a way to invite a deeper exploration into ourselves, into everything that we've been taught as okay, everything that we've been taught as right and wrong, to really find our own authority in what we feels safe for us rather than right or wrong. I will see you again next week.